Good morning, everyone. Today we will continue our topic of genital tuberculosis. Last class we had seen the causative organism, mode of infection, commonest sites, and again tubercular salpingitis. Now we will see tubercular endometritis. So tuberculosis of endometrium. So in this endometrium generally it all as we had already seen 52% 60% of cases we can see of endometrial tuberculosis. In this generally the mode of transmission is by lymphatics or by direct continuity with this of fallopian tubes. Direct continuity is there. So corneal ends are commonly affected in this endometrial tuberculosis. There may be hematogenous transmission might be there. So basically the tubercles are at the basal layer of endometrium. They are situated at the basal layer of endometrium, and they shed at each menstruation. Means basically there are two layers of endometrium: basal layer and functional layer. So functional layer of endometrium generally sheds during each menstruation. So during because of this tuberculosis, whenever the tubercular endometritis is there, in such conditions these tubercle are present at the basal layer of the endometrium, and they will shed at each menstruation, and as they will shed at each menstruation, reinfection will be there, and endometrial ulceration will be there, and whenever the ulceration will be there, then it will cause synecdoche adhesion formation will be there. Whenever these ulcers heal, they will heal with adhesion formation, so there will be endometrial adhesions, and this condition is called as Asherman syndrome. So basically the tubercles are situated at the basal layer of endometrium, and they will shed at each menstruation. So they will shed, and a reinfection will occur from the lesion in the basal layer and from the tubes. So there will be endometrial ulceration, and that may lead to adhesion or synecdoche formation, and that condition is called as Asherman syndrome, and this is the cause of infertility and secondary amenorrhea or recurrent abortions in the female. So this is the major cause of infertility. We can see this Asherman syndrome because of the tuberculosis. Rarely, this infection might spread to myometrium, and pyometra may result. Generally, we can see in postmenopausal females. So here, in this flowchart, we can see the tubercles from the basal layer, they may spread to the this myometrial layers. There will be caseation. We can see pus formation, caseation, pus formation will be there, necrosis of the part will be there, abscess formation will be there. So pyometra will result, that is pus in the uterus is called as pyometra, and generally we can see this in menopausal females. Ovaries. Next, we can see the part affected, the commonly affected part is ovaries. So in ovarian tuberculosis, generally the 20-30% of cases we had seen are affected with the tuberculosis is of ovary. So ovarian tuberculosis, generally it is bilateral, means both the ovaries are affected. So whenever the tubercular salpingitis is there, then that is generally cause for the ovarian tuberculosis. There are also two forms of this ovarian tuberculosis, that is periophoritis, that is extension of tuberculosis from the fallopian tubes, and this is the commonest form. Is in this figure you can see the diagram. Here the fallopian tubes are affected, and then the ovaries are affected. So from the periphery towards center, that is the most common form, and periphery to center in the sense whenever the upper part of the ovary, peripheral part is first affected, and then the central part will get affected, and this will lead to tubo-ovarian mass, and generally it may get attached to the omentum or intestine, so intestinal motility is also hampered. So this is the one of the complication, grave complication you can see. So tubo-ovarian mass, and that will also get adherent to the intestine or omentum. So Oophoretis, this is the second type. Oophoretis, generally this is hematogenous transmission. Here there will be not the spread will not be from the directly from the this fallopian tubes. So ovaries are affected with the tuberculosis with this hematogenous transmission, and this is comparatively rare condition. And infection of the stroma of the ovary we can see in this condition. And the tubercles with caseous centers we can see in the cross section of the ovary. And generally this is a rare condition. Now tuberculosis of cervix. This is we had seen the next common condition, that is almost 5 to 15% cases of genital tuberculosis are of cervical tuberculosis. So this is generally descending infection from the fallopian tubes and uterus. So already we had seen this commonest site is fallopian tubes. So the infection will descend. It will go downwards to the body of the uterus and to the this cervix. And now the source of infection might be the male partner might be there, but this is the rare condition. Generally macroscopic changes are not that much in cervical tuberculosis, but the area is generally inflamed, and it may be similar look may be like invasive carcinoma. So three forms of this tuberculosis, cervical tuberculosis we can notice in this. Ulcerative tuberculosis means ulceration formation will be there, or bright nodular type tuberculosis might be there, that is papillomatous. Again miliary tuberculosis, this is the third type, third form of the cervical tuberculosis we can see. And generally these whenever the cervix is affected with tuberculosis, this will bleed on touch. So whenever there is examination, we are doing pervaginal examination, there will be bleeding, or patient will complaints of bleeding after coitus, and this is the same appearance again. The look is also same like that of malignancy. So the confusion, differential diagnosis and confusion is always with the carcinoma cervix. Again this is about the this cervical tuberculosis. Then tubercular peritonitis. Here in this tubercular peritonitis, generally we can see 45% of genital tuberculosis cases are of tubercular peritonitis, and often extensive adhesions are formed in this condition. And the commonly they here generally patient may have so many complaints because of this tubercular peritonitis, and this is generally complicated cases. So there are two types of this: serous variety and plastic variety, means wet and dry variety. So in serous variety, this is commonest one. So this is generally here there is ascites and straw color fluid in this we can see. Means there will be straw color fluid in the peritoneal cavity will be get collected in this type. Serous variety means there will be ascites and serous color fluid will be the peritoneal cavity will be get filled with straw colored fluid. Again parietal and visceral peritoneum are both are covered with small tubercles in this condition. There will be peritoneal inflammation, high rise of temperature, there will be abdominal pain, weight loss will be there, anorexia will be, loss of appetite will be there, and tenderness and rigidity on examination we can notice. Again signs of ascites we can see in this condition. Again plastic variety, here this is less common, and tender abdominal mass will be there, and the feeling will be duggy on palpation. So this is important, the feeling will be duggy on palpation. Again that is dry variety we can call it. So fibrosis might be there, and that is the reason why the duggy feeling will be there. Here tuberculosis of vulva and vagina, so generally this is very less common, and less than 1% of cases are with this vulva and vagina, tuberculosis of vulva and vagina. So generally it is the source common maybe the male partner. So the STD, this might be the condition with. In vulva, there will be nodules on the labia or on vestibular region, and it will break down, and later on it will be turned into the ulcer. Later on, sometimes sinus formation will be there, and caseous material and pus may come out of it. Otherwise, aortic growth might be there. In vagina, it will have similar look like that of the carcinoma. So this is about the tuberculosis of various parts of the genital tract. In the next class, we will see the diagnosis part and treatment part if possible. If at all you are having any query, mention in the comment box. I will try to solve it. Thank you.